But yes. So did you guys murder me
All right.
while I was gone?
No, we haven't murdered yet. I thought about kidnapping you, but your party saved you, so you're fine.
Woohoo!
All right.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Okay. Last time when we left off, we were playing Myth the Wind Age. Welcome. Let's get started. Um, so last time we had a battle. There was an ongoing battle, a civil war between the Fearbold clans. Two of the five clans had rebelled against the High King, and they laid an ambush for the party, which was traveling with members of Varanza's clan on the way to Hollow Earth, which is sort of like the hearth or the home of their clan. And it's one of the five tests that druids must face before they can touch the Earthstone. So we begin after the battle, or not long after the battle. Two of the party members went out to battle the Brainor, which are like sort of cannibalistic creatures that live in the Ermine that are perpetually at war with the Firbolg. And they summoned an air spirit to assist them in battling the party, but the party was able to drive that back. Okay, so fast forwarding a little bit as um, night falls over the Ermine. The air smells like rain, fresh soil, and wet leaves. Far away in the deep shadows of the jungle, there's a blue-white light that glows softly into being. The light rises, then slowly fades into brilliant orange and dies like a fading ember. Another flicker of incandescence answers, then another, then another. An hour after sunset, the understory of the ancient jungle is awash with a muted rainbow of bioluminescence. The light moves, converging from scattered pinpricks into a river that flows beneath the canopy with a gentle, undulating current. The fearbold clansmen of the Hollow Hearth slip through the darkened forest with quiet reverence, till the trail of their people joins with the river of life that ascends the slopes of Mount Dada in the heart of the Ermine. For 2 weeks, they rise every night to pick their way through overgrown game trails, guided by the iridescent lantern light of the giant fairy moths overhead. Fearbold make camp each morning when the sun rises, starting up cook fires and erecting primitive shelters as the fairy moths roost beneath the canopy overhead. High Shaman Orindus makes it a point to travel with your party. He explains that the migrations happen from spring until early fall. He says, "You're lucky to have arrived when you did. The fairy moths have been vanishing earlier each year. This may be the last migration of the season." In Varanza, you can see the signs as well. You notice that over the course of this season, the population of fairy moths tend to dwindle as not all of them survive each migration. And so you see that the river is smaller than it was when you remember traveling here before. Everybody mark off a trail ration for the first night of the migration as you guys
Oh
camp with the Fearbold.
no. No, I won't.
No, well, you don't have to. Everybody else does. You guys set watches when you are traveling with the Firbolg.
I don't know what the Fearbog are like.
So the Firbolg, your people. They are.
Oh, they're my people.
Yes. Yeah,
Welcome to I have a single brain cell.
that's
Okay.
okay.
I literally have no idea what my name is right now. I've been working at least 10 hours of overtime every
Oh,
week
that's okay. That's
this
okay.
week.
Okay, so the Firbolg are essentially the elves of the setting. They're not like
Thank you.
Fey. They're not Fey adjacent in the way that elves are in like Lord of the Rings, for example. But they're a people of woodsmen and famous for their archery skills. They're a humanoid race that tries to live in harmony with nature.
Okay.
So, and you know the five clans are charged collectively. The five clans that live in the Ermine, at least, because you're actually from Forest Heart. Five clans that live in the Ermine are collectively charged with guarding the Earth weird runestone, which is the source of the Druid's power.
Got it. So how many of, and please forgive me if this is in the notes somewhere, but how many of my brethren are with us right now?
Um, So the vast majority of the Earth clan, which is one of the 5 tribes of Firbolg, is with you right now.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like
Okay.
a gathering of the whole tribe. Everybody's traveling to the sacred seat, which is at the top of Mount Tara.
I feel like that we don't really need to take shifts, but since I don't sleep anyways, I can just take
Okay.
the watch because I will be communing with my humans or my peoples.
Yep.
They're not humans, they're
Okay.
elves.
Is anybody else taking watch, or is Veranza just going to be up the whole time?
Like I said, I don't have to sleep. I don't sleep. I don't eat.
Okay,
Wait,
sounds
that's
I mean,
not
we
how
can
the
let her
song
do it.
goes.
okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't been here forever.
Okay, so Ichabod, the dragon spirit, the binding that's on your arm, is restless all through the night. Their presence is around you, felt but not seen, and you get from the spirit a sense of unease, even hostility at times. Restless
How
spirit
did
makes
you
it
get a
difficult for you to
dragon
rest,
spirit?
despite the exhaustion of the long hike. I remember. How did you get the dragon spirit, Ichabod?
I got it on a level up. I don't remember how it exactly happened.
God.
Okay, let's decide that now. What's the narrative explanation? How did you get this? How did you get these tattoos?
I'm assuming the dragon came from punching fire at some point.
Fire.
Okay. I think maybe it makes sense that maybe it came to you in a dream. Maybe you had a dream about weird, which is sort of like
Punching fire.
the force of the creator. And you had like a vision. How does that sound? Have you walked through
Yeah, that
flame
works.
in the
You were
vision?
punching
Okay.
fire. And smoking the chronic.
All right. Yeah. So you're restless all through the night. And Veranza, you can sense um there's sort of like a bit of unease amongst your people. Like the Civil War is like strange new territory for them.
Right.
Nobody's really completely feeling at home in the normal way that you would in this during this migration, which is sort of in this particular case, this is the last migration of the year, so it's almost sort of like an autumn festival. You can think of it.
Right.
And but they're feeling a little bit less celebratory than usual. And you can sense Teostra, which is the guardian earth spirit that you based your shape changing around. He's the
Mhm.
actual spirit that guards the earth runestone, or at least your clan's part of it. And you sense that he is restless as well.
I will start asking around of has anybody like I started asking like the typical like investigative questions, so I'm guessing I would need to um discern realities
Yeah, you can
and
discern realities.
because I want to be able to like ask questions.
Okay. Yep.
Uh, Go there, then you come up here, and then please give me something good. Absolutely not.
That's not bad. You get you get a
Okay.
question.
What is about to happen?
A whole
Uh,
bunch of drugs.
hmm.
Woohoo!
Well,
RJ!
so the most immediate thing, which is probably not what you're looking for, is that you're going to be joining with the other 2 clans that are traveling to Tara, because not all 5 of the clans are traveling. Obviously, the 2 clans are the two clans that are rebelling, which is the clan of the Deeproot Sage and the clan of the Maze Keeper, are both are not participating in this migration. So people are kind of leery for an ambush or another battle of some kind. But it's more than that. You think you notice that people are having actually. I'm gonna say Shaman Arindus tells you because you're asking around, and he says
Yeah.
people have been having strange dreams. Um, and he says, I dreamt of a forest in flames, of war upon the high seat,
So is this kind of like one of those Dragon Quest things where you sleep at the inn and everybody has the same dream? Okay.
Yeah, kind of.
So they see the fire where?
So he says, "I see the forest burning."
Like the forest we're in now, or the forest heart?
Oh no, the air mine.
They're mine.
Yeah, the forest you're in now.
Okay.
I didn't do it.
I was gonna say it's either you or Ender that's starting things.
He says,
What I would like to do is I would like to commune with nature, and especially my depths of the earth.
"Okay,
And the reason I want to do that is I want to see if, because you said Teostra is feeling restless.
yeah,
So what I would like to do is see if I can commune with nature and or commune with Teostra and see if I can understand what he's doing. And I'm guessing that's going to be possibly a either a defy danger or another discerns reality.
um,
The defy danger is because I will be in a meditative state.
okay, yeah, um, let's call it defy danger wisdom.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna make you roll. I'm not gonna make you roll right away. Let me first. So
Okay.
you go into communion with Teostra, and Shaman Arindus helps you with the rite because he is sort of like the keeper of the clan's bond with Teostra,
Hmm.
and so he aids you in the summoning of the aid isn't strictly necessary,
Right.
and Teostra appears before you, and Ichabod, you feel the dragon surge as the ground kind of rumbles slightly as this great stone dragon creature sort of rises up out of the earth and makes an appearance to the tribe. Um, and he's it Varanza, Teostra it seems is slower than normal to appear, and it seems like the spirit is confused, disoriented, is struggling somehow, and its skin has this kind of like it's a stone guardian, so it normally has this kind of grayish cast to its skin, but there's something a little bit paler than normal about it, you think.
Hmm.
And it says, "What would you ask of me, Druid Varanza?"
The first thing I would be state is, well, how many questions would I get? Is that another discern realities?
You can make
Can I
another
gain
discern
something
realities if
else?
you'd like. Yeah, you want to try to
Okay.
study him.
Yeah. Great. Fuck yeah.
Okay, go ahead and ask your questions.
So what I was asked is, who is really in control here?
Okay, that's a great question. You place your. I'm gonna say you use some kind of magic. What sort of magic are you using to study Teostra? Like, what is it? How does the magic work?
I'm so as I'm communing with Teostra, you can see the flame tattoos that are on my forearms. They start to shimmer.
Oh, interesting.
Like it
Okay.
almost looks like they are like flames on my arms. And the earth and fire, like almost like a lava magic, is like, because that's what Teostra thrives in, right?
Okay.
So I'm using the the fire slash lava earth magic.
Okay. Let me ask you this: Are you wielding the Fire Dream, meaning you've touched the Flame Stone, or is it only the Earth a variant of the Earth Dream?
So what is this? The depths of the earth. I'm trying to remember exactly what it's called.
This is just a narrative decision. Have you touched the flame
I've touched
dream?
the flames.
Okay.
I wouldn't have
So
I would like almost like Rand. I wouldn't have the dragon tattoos if I didn't go into the place. you
okay,
know?
fair enough. Yeah. So the flame dream, when you touch it, you give up something of what you were before you came in
Mhm.
contact with the stone in order to learn the flame dream. So what was
Right.
different about you before? What did you give up in order to become who you are now?
Everybody didn't think that I would take this path. They actually thought that I would take a path that was more lyrical, as I was considered to be the most beautiful voice in in a millennia within the Druids. And the fact that I went for something completely opposite, I gave up my singing voice.
Oh, it's quite a sacrifice.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot of respect among the members of your clan for that. So they know well of your reputation, although they were of course not there when you made this sacrifice, because that's
Right.
kind of on the other side of the mountains. But yeah, most people heard about your sacrifice, and you see Teostra honors you as well. But as you reach out with the Earth Dream and the Flame Dream, Teostra is more aligned with the Earth Dream because he's the guardian of the Earth
Mhm.
Rune Stone. But
Okay.
when you reach out to him with these tattoos on your arm, you also get a response from the Flame Dream. There's something about him. There's like um a dark flame that's bound to him, and you get this like vision when you reach out to touch his spirit with yours, and you see a pair of glittering ruby eyes.
Mm.
You recognize them as the eyes of the Hearthtaker, which is the same creature of flame, the fallen lord that Dram was seeing in his visions.
Oh, Drum. Um, Fudge. Um,
You sense that the power of the Hearthtaker is stronger here than it should be. There's
right.
the spirit of flame surrounds you.
So basically, the person that Drum had, they're considered evil, right? I just want to make sure that I'm understanding.
Yeah, it's one of the fallen lords, one of
Oh,
the
one of the
great
fallen
undead.
lords.
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
So and this
I mean,
fallen lord was sorry.
in almost a way that like it's code speak for druids and spirits, right? So like it's I don't want to say like a safe word, but it's like a code to like if this question is asked or if it's asked with like a specific word in it, they know that we have an inkling of what might be happening and they know to respond in a way that won't like ring the bell to the bad guys in a
Okay.
sense.
Okay.
Uh
How many people know about this code, this
it
druid
would be
code?
my so it would be any like if it would be anybody who has touched the flame, right? Or anybody who has touched the element as a druid, you know? Like when they go up and they make the sacrifice, they know of this code. It's like passed down through generations
Okay, so
now.
that would be like the high shamans of each clan. Sounds like, does that sound right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, so Arindus
So I
knows
have one of
this.
them with me. Yeah.
Okay.
And then so the it's not a question because I asked the question of who's really in control. I'm asking this question to him in response to what I see.
Okay.
And that is um how do I want to like I want it to sound reasonable, but um a lot it's so we'll use a term of it seems like the seasons are changing rather rapidly, right? So in a sense, what that means is it seems like there's something that may be affecting you, right? Because when the seasons change, everything changes rapidly, right? So
Um,
in the druid sense, if we say it in such a way such as um it seems like the seasons have been rapidly changing for you, Teostra. Is everything okay?
Teostra hesitates and he says, "Do you want to use one of your questions from the Discern Realities, or are you just he? I'm going to say he."
That is in response to my, like, I know that I feel the presence of this fire person, that Dram is there,
Mhm.
but I don't know if Teostra knows that that's there. Does that make
Teostra,
sense?
yeah, Teostra says it feels like winter is coming on early, which is Druids speak for I am losing my strength.
Okay. Um get two more of these. I'm
And
gonna hold my
Teos,
last one,
okay, fair enough.
but what I'm gonna ask right now is what should I be on the lookout for?
Okay. So you see that the Teostra shows you, in fact, you get this kind of vision from your contact with him, and
Right.
you see the flame, and it spreads throughout the forest, not in a literal way, but also in a metaphorical way, and it spreads throughout your people, from one clan to another, and you see people burning, you see bodies burning, you see spirits burning, and it's almost like the flame, the wind comes and fans the flames, and you see the flames spreading from one tree to the next to the next. Um, and he says, "Watch for the fanning of the flames."
So basically we have to watch for what's actually controlling the wind. All right.
Yes. Okay. So that was
I'm
that
gonna
was
hold my other Yeah, I'm gonna hold my other questions.
okay. So Teostra's
My last question.
okay.
Because if
Teostra.
he's losing strength, I don't want to ask him too much.
Okay. Oh, that's smart. Okay, yeah, so Teostra returns to his place of silently guarding the tribe for now. Um, and the night passes as the rest of the tribe slumbers. There was a bit of a stir when Teostra woke and came to the surface.
Of course.
People, people were always happy to see him, and there's always a bit of reverence, but people kind of return to the
Yeah.
normal routine of the migration once
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
disappears. Um,
Um,
and
as when he disappears, I'm going to sit with uh Big Baddie, shaman dude that's next
horrendous.
to us, the leader. Yeah. I'm never gonna remember names, so we better just
I'll put it in the
put that
chat.
there. Thank you. Because I already have a notebook full of things from Blueprints, and I don't think that I want to do that for another game.
There you go.
Anyways. Okay. And then so I'm going to speak with them and be like, um, what what are the two factions that have gone against the High Elf?
Okay, yeah. Let me list the factions in the chat. Give me one second.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Um, okay, so the loyalist factions. One of them is your clan, which is the Hollow Earth or Keepers of the Hollow Hearth.
Okay.
One of them is the. Actually, I have a list here. Here
So
we go.
that's
One of them
fine.
is one of them is Lord Suttonganon's clan, which is the Lord of the Monsoon Spire.
Okay, so that's rain, water. Got it.
Yeah, rainwater and lightning. Yep. One of them is the Warden of the Last Path, which is Lord Slanga.
So that would be
So
more.
those are the Loyalist fans, the Hollow Earth, the Monsoon Spire, and the Last Path. So that's the Last Path has to do with the transit, the migration of souls in their return to the underworld.
Got it. Okay, so that's basically like, hey, you're dead, and we're going to take your spirit. Thanks.
Yep.
And then the other two that are not loyalists.
Okay, so there's the keeper.
Revolutionists.
There's Lord Ganon's clan, the Keepers of the Living Maze, and Lord Rudraga's clan, who are the sage prophets.
So we have.
There we go. So the Keepers of the Living Mage and the Deeproot Sages are the two rebel factions. The Deeproot Sages are the ones that ambushed you earlier.
And do either of those two have a communion with the wind?
Not specifically, no. That would be the Monsoon Spire's domain. But
All
the
right.
wind is an outside influence. It's not really one of the domains of the clans. In this, sort of metaphor of vision.
Right. So there's an outside force from the clans that is basically trying to help the rebelists.
Right, or at least it's trying to destroy the Airmine.
So I'm going to talk with the shaman, and basically we're going to discuss the visions.
Okay.
And try to kind of piece together, like, who would do X? Like, what faction would really turn against and destroy the air mines? You know, like, would they be so, like, would they be so foolish to, like, go against the actual teachings of the tribes and try to burn down the air mines?
So Shaman Arindis and you kind of talk and go back and forth for a long time, and he says, it could be that the sage's vision has clouded. That it was a vision of Lord Rudraga himself that sparked this rebellion. He asked all other clans to turn against the Hollow Earth, but the Hollow Earth and the other clans supported us against him, save for the Keepers.
Okay.
And he says,
so okay.
He says we travel now to the sacred seat, not only for the festival, but also to call a council of the loyalist clans, so that we can discuss our next move.
All right. And is there anyone that we think may be in this migration? Is there anybody that we have seen that does not belong with this migration? Or are they all members that you are aware of?
He says all here are members of the clan.
All right. I'm
save for your party, of course.
Yeah. I would say we have to really pay attention and not allow, like, we should send out, like, a scouting troop to see if there's anything that looks like that it could be an issue.
To the sacred seat?
So I know so I know that we're in the middle of a migration, but if I would still like to have someone go further and first to make sure that we're not walking into a trap.
He says, I think that's wise. And he calls up, let me see, I have a couple other names here. Is the okay? He speaks to Hjarthir Whisperfire, who was the sitting. I think how to describe her. She's sort of whereas Aridus is the spiritual leader of the clan. Hjarthir Whisperfire is sort of like the day-to-day political leader of the clan. She's like the leader, the representative of the people, as opposed to the representative of the magic of the tribe. So she and Arindus are equals under Lord Gananan, who is the king of the tribe, the king of the clan.
Right.
And so he speaks to Whisperfire, and he says, he says basically relays your suggestion, and she says that she will send out scouts, and she says, our thanks. And Whisperfire, okay, Whisperfire says, adds one more thing, and she says, when the sages ambushed us last at the waterfall path on the way to Hollow Earth, we think that they were targeting you specifically, Druid Veranza.
Wonderful.
We will do our best to keep you safe. She smiles thinly.
I turn to Ichabod, honestly, and I go, "Hey,
Ichabod, you're not sleeping anyway."
Ichabod doesn't sleep. Ichabod is in fear at all times.
He sleeps with one eye open.
When Ichabod wakes up, I'll be like, I learned something new today.
That I am surrounded by crazy people?
Well, that, and I have a target on my back.
I mean, what else is new?
Nothing. It's day to day.
Okay. All right. So night passes, and Magnag, since you are asleep, you have this dream of the forest in flames, and it causes your sleep to be restless. And you have this very vivid vision of like a blast of flame engulfing this great like patch of thorny briars and this great canopy of trees, and you see this flame like quickly spreading through the forest, and there are these wisps of ash that travel with the wind that sort of walk amongst the flames with a life of their own, and each one has this pair of tiny glittering ruby eyes, and they laugh gleefully as they dance from tree to tree, consuming everything in their path. That's what you see in your dreams. And you're woken by a crash as something plummets down from overhead and smashes through the branches. And Veranza, you look up as the first light of dawn is settling, and the fairy moths are roosting in the understory of the jungle. Something strikes the jungle canopy and comes crashing through. It's large. What do you do?
Transform immediately into Teostra.
Okay, go ahead and shapeshift. Mog, Ichabod, what are you guys doing? As this crash like splits the reverent silence of the night.
Dive for the nearest cover.
Okay. You what is the nearest cover? I'm imagining it's like a tree or like a big bush or something.
Probably
or a rock.
Hollowed out.
Okay.
Probably a hollowed out tree. He's small enough.
How thorny is the bush that you've crashed into, Ichabod?
I'm assuming it is very pointy.
Yeah. Okay. So there's this scree as the thorns scrape over your metal armor. Veranza, you transform. I'm assuming you're taking your Teostra form.
Oh yeah, that's the
Okay.
like time I hear anything that I don't know what we're going up against, 1000% Teostra.
Okay. And Mog, you hear this and you kind of sit bolt upright in your bed as this dream sort of bursts and fragments, and you think for a second you smell smoke, and you hear this crash overhead. What do you do?
Mog's, he snaps awake, but he's confused. He reaches out for his axe, just to he's looking around for basically what it is or what the danger is.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys all spring up, and Veranza, you're the most kind of alert, so you see that there is a winged shape that shoots down through the brush, and snatches one of the fairy moths. And you see these like sort of huge bird-like talons pierce into the wings of the creature, and tear asunder it as it grabs it and starts to bear it aloft. What do you do?
So it's basically made the moth flightless.
Yeah.
And is now taking it for dinner.
Yep.
I will stop it.
Okay. Stop it how?
Is that a I'm gonna guess that is a I don't want to say I want it to be like a blocking of like I want to be able to stop the winged thing from going like taking off.
Okay, so let's call it Defy Danger Wisdom because you're using your power of light from your shapeshift.
Okay. Oh, absolutely not.
Okay. So you charge at this thing. And how exactly are you blocking it? Are you flying above it? Are you grabbing it? What? You see,
I literally charge at it and throw my wings up so it smacks itself on my wings as it's trying to fly up.
Okay. So you
like it's yeah.
So you crash into what feels like a large mammal of some kind, and there is this like angry, startled squawk or like screech, bird-like screech, and it sort of lashes out at you with its beak and jaws, dropping its prey. And Mog, you see that Teostra flies up and gets into this furball with some other kind of wicked creature. What do you do?
This creature, I mean, does Mog get a sense that it's like the same size as Mog, an ogre, or smaller?
Yeah, it's about the same size as you, actually. Yeah.
Sweet. So yeah, Mog's going to basically just charge in with
smash.
Yeah, basically with his axe, and I guess try and take off a wing.
Okay, go for it.
I am being very supportive in my very uncomfortable position.
Okay, deal your damage.
I am good. You're like, go team, go team.
Nice.
Go.
Okay. You slash it. It doesn't feel armored or anything. Your axe bites into its wing and hacks a big chunk out of the wing, and it kind of like falls screaming into the tree. And it causes a whole bunch of fairy moths to all take off at once, and so there's this like bloom of color that like blinds you for a split second, but you bear down on this thing, and the Veranza Teostra bears down on this thing, and you pin it against the trunk of a tree. It is a griffin that you've grabbed, and Ichabod, as you're crawling through the thorn bush, you see trying to think what you would see from that. It's kind of a weird position. But you're kind of on the outskirts of the clan. You see that there are torchlights in the forest to the south of you. What do you do?
Do they appear to be moving towards us or away from us?
Towards.
I stealthily go closer to them.
Oh, you're an idiot,
Okay.
and I love you for it.
Defy danger dex.
Not bad.
Several hesitator flinch. GM will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. So I'll ask you this: how badly do you want to get a clear picture of them? Do you want to see them badly enough to get spotted?
Yeah, I think he does.
Okay, so you wrestle your way out of the brush, and as you do, you instantly you look up and you see that the torchlight glint off of these bony skull masks, and you instantly recognize these guys from your previous foray against them. The Breonor charge raggedly through the woods, and as they see you sort of crashing through the brush towards them, they let out a screeching, whooping cry, and they start hurling things at you. What do you do?
I'm going to defend myself by trying to dodge.
Okay. Sounds like the fight age or dex. Or you can roll. You can use defend with dex or with god, whatever you want to do. Ooh, okay.
Terrible.
Take an experience point.
Yep. Don't forget to mark experience. Very important.
Be aggressive. Be
Okay.
aggressive.
So one of those bladed boomerangs that they have hits you real good in the shoulder, cutting into you deeply. You take 8 damage, ignoring 1 point of armor. So it has +1 piercing. As this boomerang like scythes through you, kind of through your shoulder. Which shoulder does it hit?
Coin toss said right.
Okay, so you scythes into your right shoulder, and I'm gonna say the boomerang actually like sticks in your body, and kind of like clatters off of you. And as it does, it kind of tears the the wound open a little bit wider as you're like pulling yourself free of the brush. And suddenly you're like half surrounded by these things, with the thorn bush providing kind of like the only cover that you have to prevent them from flanking you. And you got 4 of them in melee with you. Veranza, you and Mog are wrestling with this thing. You've got it pinned. Mog is tearing at one of its wings with the axe. It screeches and writhes and reaches for your face and beak with its claws. What do you do?
So it's holding on to the moth, but it's also
No, it's dropped the moth because it dropped the moth when you struck it. Got it by surprise.
So, at that point, I'm going to use one of my holds, and I'm literally going to do, I guess, a volley.
Okay.
And then just throw it.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Nice.
Bitch!
Okay, you throw it across the through the canopy. Actually, which direction are you throwing it? Are you throwing it like downward? Are you throwing it outward? Are you throwing it up in the air? Or what?
I am throwing it into a pot. Like, do I see like a pile of rocks or something hard or
yeah, sure. The
something
ground is pretty
solid?
rocky actually for a jungle. Yeah.
Perfect. Right there, so I can make sure that its head smacks on something.
Okay, do your damage. Take +1 damage. Okay, 7. Okay, so you smash it against the ground hard, and you've definitely broken something. It's moving slowly. Mog, you see that it's vulnerable. You also hear, though, that there are whooping screeches and shouts that you recognize from the other night when you and Ichabod went out hunting. You see Firbolg around you, clamoring up, scrambling to ready their bows, trying to hold off this onrushing horde of creatures. What do you do?
This griffin, like, does it look like almost dead?
Yeah, it's pretty wounded. It's not moving right.
Yeah, I think he's going to try and just like finish it off by like stomping on its head.
Okay, just deal your damage.
Focus on the.
Are you dungeon crawler, Carl?
Okay, you smash it.
Have you read those books?
No, I've heard of it, but
If you like D&D campaigns and you like sarcastic humor, like really sarcastic humor, read this series. It's called Dungeon Crawler Carl. I don't read. I am on book 3 in less than a week.
Nice. All right, Mug. So you with Veranza's help, having thrown it down on the rocks, you step on it with your giant foot and you stave its skull in. You guys together manage to slay this creature, and it twitches violently and then lies still. Ichabod, you're surrounded by 5 of these things coming at you. What do you do? They're all coming at you with like clubs and bone and stone knives, that kind of thing. One of them kind of like rushes at you and kind of leaps in the air to try to like grab hold of your head and like stab you in the neck. What are you doing?
Very classic bar scene. Fight
Yeah.
to the death.
Okay. How do you fight exactly? What are you trying to do?
Are you smashing him with a shield?
I have no shield.
I gotta make you a new shield.
Well, I guess the one trying to jump at me and stab me, I'm going to try to catch.
Okay, go for it. I'm gonna call. You could make a defy danger, strength, or dex if you like. If you want to just if you want to grapple it and then use it as a weapon or something instead of dealing damage directly.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Okay. You grab it. So I'm gonna say you've got it by like you've got it by the arm. And it feels really like awkward and heavy because you're holding it with your wounded arm. And there's like shooting pain through the right side of your body as you restrain it. And as you hold it, it bites you, like in the forearm. Let me deal its damage.
Yeah.
And I said there was 5 of them. Okay, so it bites you in the forearm, and as you stumble, one of them flashes at your hamstring with its blade, and sends you stumbling back into the briar patch. You take 12 damage minus your armor, ignoring 1 armor. They pile in on you gleefully. You do get to... so you do have a hold of this one, though.
May I ask a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Do I hear Ichabod because I have this bond that the spirit spoke of a great danger that follows him?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you see... Actually, Ichabod, what's your hit points?
What was that?
What are your hit points at now?
Currently at 15.
Okay, yeah, he's in a bad way. Another hit like that, and he's gonna go down and get torn apart by these guys.
So, because of my bond, I will know exactly where Ichabod is.
Yep.
And I immediately just go into, like, I'm gonna have to shapeshift since I'm down to my last hold.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna shapeshift again.
Okay.
Okay, that gives me 2 more holds.
Yep. So you maintain the shift. You hurtle through the woods towards them, I guess.
and then literally using my speed and I'm guessing defy danger. I'm literally going to like put my wings around the front of me like a shield, and I'm just gonna power through them. So I'm guessing that's a
Okay, that
defy
sounds-
danger.
I say that sounds like a
Or
defend if you're
defend.
you're trying to prevent damage
Okay.
to Ichabod. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Hold 3. Okay. So the thing you stand is okay. So you're defending. You wrap your wings around Ichabod. Ichabod, you've still got this one guy in your paw, but the other guy, you're suddenly like swathed in darkness, and you see Veranza's great shape over your head, and the ground rumbles beneath you, and you're kind of like a little disoriented for a second. But you got a hold of this thing, and it's like kicking and biting and scratching at you, for all it's worth. But you got it by the scruff of the neck. Mog, you see all around the camp, you kind of have a more of an overview of what's going on, as you're kind of looking out away from the dead griffin, and you see these little dudes coming charging into your camp. You see that the Firbolg all around you have taken up arms, and Shaman Orindus is summoning his obsidian armor that covers his body, and Teostra rises from the earth, and there's 2 of them suddenly, one made of stone and one made of, I don't know, what is your form made of, Veranza? Is it like flesh or scale?
It's flesh.
Okay,
It's literally like a lion.
Okay, yeah, so a lion of flesh and a lion of stone roar together, and the stone one charges into the prey and starts smashing the Braeonor, breaking bones. And what do you do?
I'll be right back. I gotta go take medicine.
No problem. Yep. Mog, what do you do?
One question with the that griffin. Do we get a sense that it was like part of this attack, or it was just like a coincidence? Because it went straight for the fairy moths, right? I'm just curious about that.
You can spout lore if you'd like. Okay, yeah. So you know that you remember seeing from your previous foray that these things were able to command wolves. So you think that this maybe they perform some kind of special ritual to be able to command a more powerful creature to attack.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, it was part of their, I don't know, distraction or whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Mog is going to. Yeah, Mog is just going to like roar and then pretty much charge towards where Ichabod is. And can I just say, Mog thinks that Ichabod somehow Ichabod's always in the middle of like a great battle. Actually, I think Mog would think that Ichabod is the greatest non-barbarian he's ever seen.
All right, nice.
He is sorely mistaken. He is the greatest cower ever known.
Mog, do you have a bond already with Ichabod?
No, we haven't written.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like a good bond to me. What do you think, Ichabod?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Somehow he's always taking damage. He's always, even though he's running this way, he always finds himself in the middle of like a fray of like attacking him.
Go ahead.
As far as Mog is concerned, he's like the greatest non-barbarian he's ever seen.
Okay, so go ahead and add that to your bonds, and it sounds like you want to hack and slash.
Yes. Running in and pretty much just trying to take one of them out.
Yep.
With the axe.
Okay. Go ahead and do your damage. Okay. These guys are not that heavily armored. They do have some armor though. You cleave one of them. They have these kind of bone like bucklers that they have in their arms, just like a very primitive shield. You smash one of the shield of the one nearest to you, lop his arm off, and send him reeling, bleeding all over the place. And you get this like bloodlust, this fury that comes upon you in battle. And Ichabod, you've got this one thing biting you, and you've grappled it though, and Veranza's defending you from the other 4, now 3 that are attacking you. Mog's fighting beside you. What do you do?
Attempt to break its neck.
Okay, go for it. I'm gonna say you could just deal your damage. If you wanna you can, if you want, you can hack and slash in order to try to deal the extra damage, or you could just deal your damage straight.
The extra damage probably would work better.
Okay, so hack and slash. So if you get a 10, okay, so you can deal your damage and then add 1d6. Okay, I'm gonna say
5.
okay, I'm gonna say because you're using like this attack ignores armor because it just makes sense under the circumstance. So you easily actually not easily, you snap its neck. It's a lot harder than you might think it is. This creature is like writhing and thrashing, and its skeleton is pretty strong, and it's got this like bone armor on. But you grab it and you like wrench its head around, and it kind of gurgles and falls limp to the ground. And you get up and I'm gonna say that the Brayunor are hacking at Veranza's wing, trying to get to you. What do you do?
If there's a big enough crack, I'm gonna start trying to kick them.
Okay, go for it. Nice. Okay, do you want to deal the extra d6? It will mean you're going to get stabbed again. Okay. Unless you manage to kill all 3 of them, which is unlikely.
So roll damage and then a d6?
Yep. Okay. You deal 11 damage. So that's easily enough to... You kick one of them. What is you're kicking like a trowel here. You know, you're like giant compared to these guys. And your foot just like smashes through it. What does it do to it when it hits?
I'm thinking making a very sick crunching noise.
Yeah, okay, so you break its ribs, and it kind of just flattens. Welcome back. Franz, are you good? Can I pick on you again?
No, I have to, my brother's calling.
Okay, that's okay. All right, I'm gonna say Veranza uses 2 of her holds. 2 more of them come at you from your left, Ichabod, as you're kicking the one guy. One of them swings his club at you. The other one throws a javelin at point blank range. Veranza deflects the javelin and bites the one that threw the javelin in half, with the other one still coming at you. And Mog, you see like Ichabod's kind of distracted kicking the one, and he's got one coming from the side. But you've also got 2 more of them charging at you from the front. What do you do?
Mog's gonna drop his axe and reach out for the 2 coming, and I just try and smash them together.
Okay. Let's call that a defy danger or strength.
Because they're pretty small, right?
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say, let's see. Worst outcome or hard bargain. I'm gonna say you get a hold of one of them. You lift it. So you get one in your right hand, and you kind of like lift it up by its head, I'm imagining. And you go to reach for the other one, and the other one ducks under and slashes at your arm. It's going to deal damage. You take 4 damage minus your armor, ignoring 1 armor, as it slashes you with its bone knife in the wrist as you try to grab it. So you've got the one in hand now. What are you doing with it?
Just gonna crush it. Just gonna just.
Okay, deal your damage.
Oh,
okay, and again, you can roll hack and slash if you want to deal the extra damage.
So just roll hack and slash.
Yep. Ooh, okay. So I'm trying to think how to. I'm gonna say you go to crush it, and it like stabs you through the wrist in a way that renders your hand limp. Okay, you take 3. How much armor do you have?
1 because I get the 1 armor being
okay.
wearing armor.
Okay, so you take 3 damage, ignoring your armor. As this thing, you've got this like shard of bone that's just like jammed through your right wrist, preventing you from like moving your fingers properly. It's done something to the nerves or the tendons or whatever. There's something not right. It hurts a lot. And you drop it, but you've managed to deal a little bit of damage to it. Ichabod, the one that was on your left, comes at you. You're gonna take half damage from this. Actually, I'm gonna get you. I'll give you a chance to react. So this thing's coming, kind of blindsiding you. What are you doing? You can kind of see it out of the corner of your eye as it rushes you.
The sickest leg sweep possible.
Okay, go for it. Sounds like it's a 5 danger dex. Okay. You get it with a leg sweep. You knock it down. Actually, I'll give you the option. Do you want to keep it from hurting you, or is it more important for you to get it on the ground?
Probably more important just to get it on the ground.
Okay, so you sleep the leg as it goes down. It slashes at your ankle, and it deals 3 damage minus your armor, ignoring 1 armor. And then Veranza leans over and eats that one. So there's just the 2 left that are tangling with Mog in front of you guys in your immediate vicinity. What are you guys going to do about those 2? Mog, you've only got 1 hand.
Yeah, I think having seen Ichabod try to kick him, I think like Mog's holding his right hand, like it's like it's in pain. So he's just gonna like try and kick one of these guys into the forest or something.
Yeah, and you've seen the Trow, which is the people that enslaved your people, do this in battle. They're another race of giants that's bigger than you are.
I'm back.
So they have a tendency to when they wade into battle with smaller creatures, they're famous for their kicking strength. So you kind of pull the same sort of thing here. So you smash into one of them with your foot. Go ahead and hack and slash. Veranza, I used 2 of your holds to reduce damage to Ichabod and kill one of the attackers. I hope that's okay.
Perfect. So
Okay.
I will just have to re-hold. Let me do that real quick.
So I think you have 1 more hold.
No, I had 2 holds with this. So if you did those 2,
you held
I
3.
need to shapeshift.
Okay, you held 3. I used 2 of them. So the shapeshift you can still do. Yeah.
3. I held 3, but then I had a shapeshift again once I went to go.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Him.
Sorry,
that was 2, and then this is another 3.
Okay, so you got 3 more in the shapeshift. You still have 1 hold on the defend. That's what I meant to say.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And Mog. Okay, so you go to kick, and it triggers an unpleasant memory. I'm gonna say. What do you remember from watching the Trow go into battle? What happened?
Basically, Mog remembers, the Trow are like, abusive enslavers and stuff like that, and they kick their, the other ogres and stuff like that. And I think they're, going into battle, there might have been an uprising or an attempt at an uprising every now and again, and he's seen how the Trow deal with that, with the ogres, his people.
What specifically did they do in this instance that you're trying not to remember?
They kicked his. Actually, yeah. When I think when his family tried to escape, that's probably how they got. They kicked his his parents as they were trying to escape. So.
Okay, so you go to kick this little brain or creature, and you see it cower, and it brings a hesitation in you, and there's like a feeling of coldness that like travels all through you, as you see this thing like shrink away from you, just like you remember from that horrible time, and you kind of like you feel disconnected, like things are not real around you for a second. Veranza, you see one of these 2 things are facing off against Mog. The ones that are fighting Ichabod have both been killed. There's two more fighting Mog. One of them's cowered as Mog starts to take a swing at it. The other one is coming to like shank him in the side though. What do you do?
How is Ichabod holding up?
He's pretty wounded. He's got
Alright.
his shoulders bleeding profusely. I think that was the main thing that you can see that's obvious.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my holds. Is Mog's back facing towards me, or is the
Yeah,
creature?
I'm gonna say he's facing away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna scream duck
Okay.
or something like hit the ground or something like that, and one of my holds is I'm gonna do a hack and slash, and I'm going to breathe fire.
Okay. Mog, I'm gonna have you roll the fight your wisdom for that because you're kind of like out of it for a second.
Sure.
Okay.
Too bad.
Yeah, so you stumble, hesitate, or flinch. Gem offer your worst outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. So this ugly choice is actually for Veranza. So he kind of hears you. He starts to respond, but he's not getting out of the way fast enough. What do you do?
I'm gonna raise it up ever so slightly so that I don't hit him,
Okay.
but it's not gonna fully hit the enemy.
Okay. So to go ahead and do your defy danger wisdom, take a -1.
-1.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Don't forget to mark experience for that. So you blast with the flames, but in your care to avoid Mog, you avoid the creature as well, and this thing stabs you in the side. Mog, let's deal its damage. Okay, Mog, you take 8 damage, ignoring your armor because you only have 1 armor.
Sweet.
And the pain. Well, actually, what's your hit points at, Mog?
With that damage, 13.
Okay, so it doesn't hurt as much as you think it should, but the impact jars you enough that you you snap out of it. You register the presence of this creature, and the other one that it was cowering hesitates, like maybe seeing an opening, trying to decide whether it wants to risk coming back after you. As the other one cackles gleefully and cuts into your side. What do you do?
Wow. So he snapped back a bit, right? So he's coming back, but he's being attacked. I think he's going to. I think he's just going to try and he's just going to try and like back off, but then use his other leg to like try and kick out again and try and kick one of them
Itchy nose.
into the forest.
Okay, go for it.
Sorry, itchy nose.
Hack and slash.
Yep. Okay, go ahead and do your damage. If you don't kill it, it will get to make an attack against you.
Oh, low rolls for the damage.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you smash it. Your hit glances off of it. Ichabod, you see these two things closing at him. Actually, I'm gonna say it's already got its hooks in you, so it kind of twists the knife as it pulls free.
Ouch.
Ichabod, let's see. It's gonna be half damage because it's not a full strike, so you take 5 damage ignoring armor. So the knife twists as it pulls free, and you feel something not right in the side of you, and now you're in intense pain. And Ichabod,
Sir, my chair is not a scratching post.
Ichabod, you see that Mog is beleaguered by these two things, and Veranza's trying to maneuver around him to get to them, but they're both giants. You got a better angle. What are you gonna do?
Well, first I'm going to break the arm of the guy stabbing me.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's going to be a hack and slash.
Yeah, go for it. Okay, go ahead and do your damage. Okay, do you want to deal the extra d6?
Hopefully I can crit on that.
Ooh, okay.
2 nat ones.
I'm gonna say because you rolled a 10. I'm gonna say, you break his arm, but he's like crazed with some otherworldly fury, and it doesn't really slow him down in the way that you thought it was going to. So you've got him. He's got a broken arm, but he's like coming at you, trying to claw and bite you. What do you do?
Try to move away, I guess.
Okay. Defy danger dex, I think.
I am terrible with decks today.
Ooh, okay. So don't forget to mark experience point for that. And he is going to get you. I'm going to say that he leaps on you, and instead of dealing damage, he's going to knock you down back into the briars again, and he's like stomping on you and like biting at the plating of your armor, like trying to like peel you open like a sardine can and get into you, to try to kill you. Mog, you've obviously got these two things going. Varanza, you kind of have you have a second as Mog is struggling with these things to try to get around and help one of these other two guys if you want to.
Sure. What would be the same thing again with me picking one up and throwing it into a tree?
So defy danger wisdom because you're in your form.
Defy danger wisdom without the plus minus one or whatever it was.
Right.
What?
Okay. I'm gonna say you pick it up and you fling it. Deal your damage. And are you picking up one of the one that's attacking Ichabod or one of the ones that's on Mog?
Ichabod's in more danger.
They're both kind of pretty hurt.
I'm still going to shield Ichabod, like keep my body near him.
Okay.
But I'm gonna grab one of the ones off of Mog because I'm I don't favor one over the other.
Makes sense. Okay, so you grab one of the ones fighting Mog, you throw it away, it smashes its head against the tree. Mog, you've got just one left fighting you, avoiding your kicks. It comes and tries to bite your ankle, and it kind of stabs upward into your midsection with its sword. What are you trying to do?
Mog is going to. He's still got a good left hand, so he's gonna like scoop up his axe from the ground and then just kind of like just like slash him with it.
Okay.
To kill him. Oh.
Okay, do your damage. Okay, you
Finally.
kill that one. All right. And so you've got the one that you threw.
The tree is taken. Oh, Pat just said the tree is taking care of mild damage on the neighbor's power line.
Oh, I got.
Yeah, that's what sucks.
That kind of sucks, but it's also good.
Against it.
Greetings.
Yeah, I'm only here to check in. I got a 9:00 game, so don't want to interrupt anything. You guys need me for a second? I got a few minutes.
If you want to charge in and finish off the combat, we got one enemy left. Actually two enemies left that are active. Go ahead and give us a swing.
All right, give me a second to get my character up. Real life's character. I like that one.
Yeah, he's the new player. He wasn't able to join this time because he had a last minute thing come up.
All right, one last time here. Let's just make sure. All right, so we're gonna hack and slash. What did I roll?
Your damage.
All right. That's damage. That's this. 4. 5, probably.
I'm gonna assume you're using, for the sake of simplicity, you're using your flame brand.
Yeah. Then I do the. It doesn't kill it, right?
The Jack comes charging out of the night with a flaming sword and sinks it into. Are you going for the one that's on top of Ichabod trying to get into his armor, or are you going for the one that hurting Mog?
There we go. I got that. The one that whatever's closest, it doesn't make a difference because I'm going to work on.
We'll say it's Ichabod. Okay, so you stab and burn the one fighting Ichabod. Go ahead and hack and slash again if you want.
So then I do that, and then I do another hack and slash, which means I have a lot of fun. I get an extra D6 on this damage as well. I roll that. I get to roll a damage again.
Yep.
8, and then I roll a D6.
Okay, you kill the one on Ichabod.
There we go. The one on Ichabod's dead.
And you kill the one on Ichabod, and you've got your with your flaming chain, because I'm assuming you're not wielding Balmung because your friends are in melee.
I'm not.
So with your flaming chain, you wrap your chain around the torso of the one fighting Mog. So Mog, your target is immobilized for a second. What do you do?
You've got +2 ongoing and an extra D6 damage.
Oh, sweet. He's going to, just like, I guess, just with the axe again, just try and smash him.
Okay, go ahead and do your damage, and then you can hack and slash if you want to do more.
Oh, that's not with the plus. Did you say so I get a +1? Is that
+2.
+2.
Oh, sorry,
yeah.
+2. So
Which still puts you at a 9.
Still the same, yeah.
Yeah. So do your damage. Okay, and because he's immobilized, I'm giving you the option to do the extra D6 if you want to, or in exchange for danger.
Okay.
You want to do the extra
Yeah,
D6?
extra
Okay.
D6.
Okay, you kill him. You finish him off. And you guys see all around the campground, the Fearbolg are, some of them are down, wounded, a handful are killed, but they, by and large, they've driven off the Braenor attack with their expert archery with waves of arrows. You know, there's this whole battlefront. You guys are fighting just a handful of them, but there was probably 20 or 30 attacking in all. The Fearbolg have organized themselves quickly, and with Teostra's power and your guys sort of spearheading and providing sort of close-in support, they managed to drive them off. And so the remaining living Braenor flee into the woods, screeching and chittering in fear. Hold on. Okay. So that was the Braenor attack. The aftermath.
Have the Furbolg stopped fighting amongst themselves yet?
No, not yet. We're still on the way to Dada, which is the meeting of the 3 clans. So you guys fought the Braenor. In the aftermath, everybody's wounded. Does anybody have like healing or anything that they want to use before we segue into the next thing? Or anything else they want to do?
I can give somebody Elvish, not Elvish bread. What the heck is this? How do I make this thing bigger? I have how much is it? Mandrake root? Somebody wants one?
Anybody want to take the Mandrake root?
How damaged are you, Ichabod?
I am at 9 HP.
Oh yeah, same. So
Maybe
either one.
You guys got roughed
I'll
up.
give you both I'll give you both mine. So each take one.
Okay. How much do they heal?
By guilt. 10 each, I think.
Okay, sounds right. Yeah, you guys each get 10 hit points back from. So there's a ritual. So the Mandrake root, what it is like this almost like a ginger type of root that Jack takes out and crushes it. And as he crushes it, he speaks this brief like chanting incantation. And there's a blue glow that flows from the root in his hands into your body and kind of surrounds you, and your wounds close up somewhat as the root is applied. And the root disintegrates into powder as the power transfers.
Jack says that it's the hopes and dreams of small children as they sleep, and it seeps down into the roots. And then I release it, and it comes and heals you, so that you can continue your heroic journey.
Thanks him.
Yeah, so you've been healed by hopes and dreams. You guys rest for the night, so everybody can get half their hit points back. If you have enough XP to level, you can level. So if you have enough XP to level, and everybody mark another ration.
I'm
Just
getting
a
going
question
back.
about.
What's that?
I was just going to say, I'm down to like 3 rations now. Do we get more rations, or is that?
Well, doesn't what's his name
He'll be back
have
next week.
Yeah, he'll be back next week with
Yeah.
the
So,
rations.
Okay.
Yeah, Dram, which is Ahmed's character, has a huge pack of rations that you guys can draw from. But yeah, I mean, you don't automatically get more rations. You do have a finite number, and you have to take steps to procure more if you run out.
Sweet.
Okay, yeah, but for now you're good. Okay,
I
so
think
everybody.
each Elvish bread ration gives you 3, technically.
Do you guys have Elvish bread rations?
I have some left.
Oh, okay. So I guess you can eat a third of that, the lembas bread, whatever the beer bowl equivalent of lembas bread is.
Yeah, I have 2 left.
Okay,
We
yeah,
should
so
basically
probably some kind of trail
get
mix.
some from them. 1.
Okay. Yeah, so they'll share the bread with you. Actually, each of you guys add one, or just add, for the simplicity's sake, just add 3 rations to your stock. The Fearbulk share their food with you, because you fought with them.
Sweet.
Okay, and you guys, is everybody done with the healing and nobody leveled? Is that correct? Anybody still
Correct.
working? Okay. All right. So that was the first night of the migration, and pursuing. You guys rest through the day. On the second night of the migration, stone-dwelling clansmen of the Hollow Earth, which is your clan, or Veranza's clan, are joined by the glass soldiers of the Monsoon Spire. You hear drums, laughter, and cries of celebration as family members reunite from the 2 clans. The 2 groups mingle as you travel, and you stop in the pre-dawn hours to set up camp. People are filling their wineskins from a huge hollow gourd. Mog, 3 drunk Fearbulk sidle up to you, from some from the one clan and some from the other clan. They sidle up to you and they're kind of laughing and carrying on.
Are you my
And one of them hands you a wineskin. The liquid in the wineskin looks kind of bluish brown in the shimmering light of the lantern moss, and it smells like sweet licorice and old socks. Pretty looking one spouts something in a language you don't understand, and they all laugh. What do you do?
Take a drink.
Okay, go ahead and roll Defy Danger Con. I'll give you +1 because you're enormous. Okay. So it is quite strong, and it's very has a very sour flavor. And it's not so much like the alcohol that gets you as just like the taste of it just like clings to your tongue, and you have this like awful sour feeling that lingers in your mouth. And you kind of like, how do you react to that actually?
Well, Mog tries to smile and says, "Tastes good," and yeah.
So Mog's like, tastes good, and they're kind of laughing.
Tastes good.
And one of
Laughs
them,
with them.
slaps you on the back. So within a few minutes, so Ichabod, they notice you too, and the pretty one offers you a taste from her wineskin. Do you take it as well?
I mean, I'm considered a lightweight, but sure.
Okay, go ahead and roll con.
Straight con.
Defy con. Yep. Okay, yeah. So you have a similar experience. You guys are both like coughing and hacking at the taste of this. And Ichabod, you're feeling a little lightheaded too. But you're, on your feet, doesn't like knock you out or anything. Within a few minutes, you guys see that campfires are lit up all throughout the glade. Folk from both clans are stuffing banana leaves with food, and the air quickly fills with the smells of spicy fried fish and local game birds. So you guys are, sitting, hanging out. Everybody's partying. Everybody's cooking. There's people are dancing. Ichabod, the pretty one, invites you to dance. What do you do? She doesn't seem to speak your tongue, but she holds out her hand and kind of like sachets her hips a little bit.
He follows completely oblivious to everything.
Okay. I think this is Defy Danger Charisma, if you want to try to dance well, impress her, or anything like that. Or you can just kind of go with the flow.
I have negative charisma, so this is going to be interesting.
Okay.
Nice. You're like me.
Oh, man.
Good job.
Ichabod knocks it out of the park. You must have got hit on the head in just the right way in last night's battle, because somehow your stumbling steps are the correct ones, or she's drunk enough
Nice.
not to notice. So you party well into the night. A middle-aged, fearbold woman in hunter's garb comes up to your group, festooned with pale glass ornaments that tinkle at her neck and wrists, and holding an ornate staff of gnarled, fire-hardened wood. And she says, "Good gather, strangers." And she recognizes you, Veranza. Jack gives Ichabod a thumbs up, nice. And she recognizes you, Veranza, and she says, "Druid Veranza, it is an honor," and she bows her head low.
I
You can
return
spout
the
lore if you want to identify her, or
Okay. Spout Laura's wisdom. Fuck yeah, tell me everything.
yeah. So you know that she is. Her name is Vithra Vossen. She is the High Shaman of the Monsoon Spire. The glass ornaments that she wears are lightning glass, which are formed by strokes of lightning that strike the spire, and they like carve off sections of the spire, or they'll sometimes put stones up there specifically for this purpose. And they'll take the fused melted I think it's called like fulgurite or something. I forget the exact word, but they take this like fused melted glass that they take from the outside of the spire and they make it into jewelry. I'm gonna say actually you have a piece because you rolled a 15. I'm gonna say you actually have a piece of jewelry from her that she gave you after your druid initiation. What does it look like?
500 years ago.
I think it was only 7 years ago. We established. Ronzo, what does this lightning glass ornament that you have look like?
The lightning glass ornament is very much, it looks, those stupid things that you see in the mall, which it's like a resin block, but it has something etched in it.
Okay. What does it have
Just
etched in
like
it?
that. A lightning.
A lightning bolt. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Yeah. So you know this woman pretty well actually, and she says, please, you must introduce your friends to the rest of our clan."
And I will do so.
All right. Any specific? Go ahead and make introductions. Any specific thing you want to say?
I will introduce Ichabod as
Brave adventurer.
I will just say normally I would be like, like I kind of look at like my group and I look at my clan and I look back at my group.
Okay.
These are the adventurers that I have been traveling with to try to stop the evil. And I introduce them each by name, and I don't give any other information.
Okay. So you guys get introduced. Ichabod, you learn that the woman that you were dancing with, her name is in here somewhere. Give me 1 second. Sophina. So Ichabod, you learned that Sulfina is the one that you're dancing with, and you're also introduced to the other two that were with her that gave you guys drinks. Fenidark and Rovilar are the other two. And you go around and introduce. You meet a lot of people. You probably don't remember all their names, but these are the guys that kind of hung out with you the most during the course of the evening. Mog, these people have a lot of new food, new drinks, new dances and songs and games that are strange to you, but there's one particular tradition of the fall season that the Fearbog and your people both share. What is it? This is your alignment for one experience point.
Yeah. Sorry. What was the thing we shared again?
So that's the question for you. You what tradition do your people have that the Fearbog also have for the fall season?
Wrestling.
Wrestling. Okay.
Yeah. We like to celebrate the fall season with wrestling. Who can knock down somebody first? Or
Very
get
cool.
somebody down first.
Are there prizes? Is it like a free for all? Is it 1-on-1? How does it work?
It starts off as a free for all, and then it's like a tournament style, and then eventually you end up with the final two, and the prize is just glory. Glory, your name gets spoken of.
Nice. Okay. So Mog, the three of them offer you to wrestle, and they have to get Veranza to translate. Veranza, you translating for them?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And actually, Vossen sees how reluctant you are, and she says, "It's all right. I can translate."
I will. I'll translate, and then she will be like, "That's not what I said."
Okay. Yeah. So you translate for them. So they offer they invite Mog to wrestle, and then Selfina invites you to wrestle to Ichabod. She kind of winks at you. Are you guys gonna all participate in the tournament?
I will fail miserably.
Okay. So everybody wants to be in the tournament. Roll Defy Danger Strength. Mog, you get +1 because you're enormous.
Sweet.
Right, thanks, Jack, for stopping by.
Mog, you're twice my size. How are you lower than I am?
So, Ichabod, what makes you such a good wrestler?
It's Ichabod he just danced with a girl and he's just full power.
Is Jack wrestling
my
too?
Is an 18, so
Makes a new glass rock for her from Belmont. For Sylphina or for Vossen?
For one of the girls or whatever.
Okay.
It's like a crack of lightning, and then Balmung makes like the equivalent of a mirror out of the shattered of the thing. So she's got a new one.
They're very impressed by this display, and Balmung protests. He's like, "I was not meant to be used for this." But he doesn't fight you in the way that he did.
You're still in the doghouse, Balmung.
Yeah, he doesn't fight you about it in the way that he did in the previous battle.
Okay, yeah, I won't use you unless we come to terms eventually.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Ichabod. What makes
people shoot arrows at me and try to kill me? That means they get the lightning.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll say that was the first round of the tournament. I'm going to say, Mog, you got eliminated, unfortunately, because 5 of them ganged up on you and made it their personal challenge to try to drag you down. And you were just a little too drunk to manage to deal with all of them.
Fair enough. It was sabotage.
Yeah.
You got me drunk first, yeah.
Ichabod, you're still in. Go ahead and roll me Defy Danger for the individual rounds.
What should the stat be?
Strength. Yeah, okay, and you power through. I'm gonna say
Ichabod, hey.
I'll let you decide how well do you do in the tournament. You could win.
I'm gonna say I am barely hanging on because I am piss drunk.
Nice. Okay. All right.
Bye.
Later, Pat.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
All right. So you're hanging on, but you managed to power through. And after you put the last guy in a headlock and put him down, there is a great cheer, and Ichabod, they help you up and help you drink more of that horrible sour liquor. And they help you to a tent. I don't know if you normally have a tent. Probably not, right?
I don't remember.
Okay, you don't remember much of this night, actually. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward a little bit. By the sixth night, the wardens of the last path have added again to the numbers of the Firbolg. You meet another high shaman, Yochid Dubros, a young but severe man that wears a mask carved from a fossilized griffin skull. The scepter of office, which he wears at his belt, is studded with gems of red agate. A pleasure, he says to you all. Then, once you've been introduced, he promptly returns to his clan. The last path clan doesn't really mingle with the others. Gradually, you see the other Firbolg start to separate out by clan until you're traveling with 3 groups instead of 1. Sylphina, who's kind of been traveling near you, Ichabod, gives you a reluctant smile, gives you a reluctant wave as she goes to rejoin her people. When you stop for the day, the revelry has a more anxious undertone, with Firbolg gathering in small family groups for soft conversation and quiet drinking. Veranza, you of course notice that 2 of the 5 clans are conspicuously absent. The 2 rebel clans, the Sages of Deeproot, who are the ones that ambushed your party earlier, and the Hunters, or the Keepers of the Living Maze. And everybody can heal up to full at this point. And I'll say over the course of the rest of that week or whatever, you guys end up spending 2 rations each, with the exception of Veranza. Between, you're eating from your own rations, but also you're partaking in their festivities and eating the food that they brought. So you're not entirely leaning on your rations for the whole week. So go ahead and mark off 2 rations each. The last week of the 13-day hike, you've been gradually climbing the summit of a low, rounded mountain. The peak isn't high enough to provide a break in the jungle. Suddenly, you're just there, at the gates of a huge temple hewn from pale, porous stone. And you see the scouts spreading out around the temple, establishing a perimeter, which is normally a thing that they wouldn't do, but they are doing so at Veranza's urging, and at Whisperfire's direction. And as crowds of Firbolg file in through the gates, there's a rumble through the earth. Ichabod, your dragon flares brightly as Teostra rises out of the earth, bursting free from the seal at the center of the temple's central platform. Let me put you guys in the temple, actually. I actually have a map for this. Don't know if we're going to be fighting, but at least you guys can see what it looks like. Okay. Let me grab your pogs just so you can be there and see everything. Okay. Move you out of the fountain. Okay, you guys can see the map, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Ichabod, your dragon spirit reacts as Teostra rises out of the earth, bursting free of the seal at the center of the temple's central platform, about 20 feet above the ground, which is up here. There's a half-hearted cheer that goes up when he makes his appearance. On the level above Teostra, 2 great imposing figures stand almost motionless, flanking the central pyramid on either side. At the top of the pyramid is a 3rd figure, standing before a polished glass and crystal throne. High Shaman Arindus takes his leave of your group and walks up to stand beside Teostra on the center platform. Let's see. And High Shaman Arindus calls the gathering to order. Everybody's quiet. There's no seating. It's not like an audience hall or anything like that. But this is a place that's built outdoors in nature and incorporating all kinds of natural environment, and everybody's sort of like a open air, stage. Let's see. Arindus introduces. He says, the sacred seat of Dada is convened, he says in a loud voice that carries over, probably amplified with a little bit of magic. And he says, Lord Slanga, Warden of the Last Path, you are welcome to Dada. and he gestures at this guy. Let me show you what he. Oh, sorry, that's the other guy. This is Slanga. You guys could see that handout, right?
Yep.
This is Lord Slanga, and he says, Lord Sengon of the Monsoon Spire, you're welcome to Sacred Seat at Dada. And he then turns to the one on the throne, and he says, "All pay respects and bow to Lord Gananan, Lord of the Hollow Earth and High King of Dada and the Five Clans." This is the High King, and everybody bows. Do you guys bow?
Oh, 1000%.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also have
Ichabod
a
does
crush
not.
on
He
him.
has no idea who this person is.
Okay. Let's see. Who's Whisperfire looks over at you, Ichabod, disapprovingly, and Phaedliem's like, "Come on, God, come on, man, you gotta bow." He's bowing. He's kind of like pulling on your shoulder.
Lefty is giving me a really bad vibe from these guys.
Everyone in the entire gathering is staring at you, Ichabod.
He is unperturbed.
The guard, the Fearbolgs start to stir, and there's like a murmur that passes among them. But the High King holds up his hand and he says, "All rise," and everybody gets up again. Arindus says, "A matter of great importance must be brought before the sacred seat." And Arindus turns to you, Varanza, and he says, "Please come forward, Druid Varanza of the Forest Heart."
I literally, like, these are my like, my gods, literally. So I open arms and everything.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you up here. So he leads you up to this kind of dais in front of the High Kings. And I'm gonna say that during in the last couple weeks, as you guys were meeting up and traveling with the Earth Shaman, the Hollow Earth, you told them about your quest, which was to plant the seeds from the oldest grove. So he says, tell the people of Dada of your quest.
I just say that the quest. I just verbatim.
Okay. So you speak your piece, and everybody listens with quiet reverence because you are quite a respected figure among them. You're considered almost as important as the high shamans, probably, if not as important as the high shamans. So they all listen reverently in silence as you give your quest and speak of planting the seeds in the south of the Ermine. Lord Warden Slanga, when you're finished, says, "The Brayunor will interfere with our efforts." Stormlord Senganen says, "Speak not of those craven creatures in the High King's presence." And High King Gananen raises a hand, and he says, "If it must be war against the Brayunor, we must first make peace with the other clans." Shaman Arindus says, "Two of our guests made way into the south just before our journey to hunt the Brayunor. Maybe they can tell us more." And he turns to you guys, Ichabod and Mog, and he says, "Please come forward."
This feels like a trap.
Mog goes forward.
Okay. Okay, Ma goes forward. Ichabod, are you going forward?
Yes, but slowly.
Okay. Everybody waits for you to climb up onto the platform and stand where Arindus directs you. I'll move you guys up. And your turn to face the High Kings. And he says, it is rumored that the Brayunor have made contact with an evil spirit that dwells in the deep forest. What can you tell us of this? You see
They were really ugly.
The High King's eyes bore into you, like two burning pools of magma trapped beneath the earth. Ichabod.
Somehow I am not scared.
Okay.
Somehow.
He says, is there anything specific you can tell us about their power?
They really like stabbing things and burning things.
What of the spirits?
I do not recall spirits.
Okay, so out of character, I don't know if you're intending to withhold information. You guys fought an air elemental the last time you fought the Brayunor. Remember?
No, Ichabod has, in character, completely forgot about that.
Okay.
Because he thought it was a ghost.
Okay. Mog, what about you?
Yeah, no, Mog's spilling his guts. He's
okay.
He's basically saying there was a stone circle. There was some sort of what is it? What is it?
Pentagram?
Yeah, there was some sort of was it a skull or totem or something like that? I forgot what it was.
Yeah, it was a totem.
Totem, sorry, it was a totem. Yeah, and
like a big stone idol of this demonic air creature.
Because he remembers the air elemental scared him up a tree. So
yeah. Okay, so you describe your encounter with the air elemental, which basically couldn't be damaged, at least by the mundane weapons that you had. And the only way to destroy it was to destroy the stone idol at the center of the circle that summoned it.
What did you guys do while I was gone?
They went
beat up a whole pack of wild animals and bone people.
Yeah. Yeah, they fought another group of the Brayunor.
That is growing. I'm so proud of you, little Ichabod.
Okay. And Arindus, when you're finished, Arindus says, they acquitted themselves well, my lords. We sent some of our hunters to study the site after they had gone. And we have copied the designs of the idol. And Arindus says, my lords, the keeper has retreated into his maze. The sage has fled to the deep jungle. We've made overtures to both. Neither has answered our missives.
Hello, sir.
Ichabod, you feel the dragon come to life beneath your skin, and it thrashes and flares. And I forget which arm is it. Was it on the right arm? I think it was the right arm, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you there's this like shooting pain from the place where the wound had been struck by the Brayunor in your arm that kind of echoes the heat coming off of the tattoo as it begins to glow. Arindus looks over to the Brayunor gathered at the other end of the hall, and he meets Lady Whisperfire's gaze, and Lady Whisperfire nods, and Arindus says, war is the only option left to us. High King Gananan, he says, there's a moment of silence. The three kings look at each other, and then High King Gananan says, clans of the Firbolg, the rebellion shall be broken by war. Lord Ganon shall fall and be brought to justice here at Dara. Lord Rudraga shall fall and be brought to justice here at Dara. I have rendered my judgment. Shaman Whisperfire gestures to her clansmen, and they bring forward one of the Deeproot Sage hunters from the group that attacked you at the waterfall. His face seems sharper, bonier somehow, his complexion pale, his skin sort of hangs loose around his body. And as the hunters from the Earth clan bring him forward, Arinda says, Keavan, one of the Deeproot hunters, will show us to the entrance of the living maze. We can confront the keeper there and give him one last chance to turn to our cause. With that, the audience ends. Lord Ganon dismisses everyone, and he says, confer with the leaders of your clans. We must prepare. And Arinda says, you all did well. Thank you for speaking on behalf of our clan. And he says, we could use your help in the battle that is coming. We'll reward you in coin if that's what you need.
Oh, if Jack was here, we would go, done!
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that sounds exactly like a... Yeah, so Jack's like, yeah,
I'm
done.
calling them crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm like, oh, so as I talk with everything is, these are my gods, so whatever they require of me, I will do for them.
All right. Seems they require you to go to war. You're going to assault the living maze, which is... So, Veranza, you know that there are 5 sort of gates that guard the Earthstone. So remember, I don't know if you remember the session where we went into the Warlocks of Skoloman's tower and touched the Flamestone. Remember how there was like a powerful ward that protected it that only somebody who could touched it, that had touched it previously, could pass through? Remember what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So the Earthstone has not 1 but 5 wards. One that's managed by each of the 5 clans. So the wards are the storms of the Monsoon Spire, the guardian spirit of the Hollow Earth, the having a brain fart. Give me 1 second. Yes, storms of the Monsoon Spire, the spirit of the Hollow Earth, the Warden of the Last Path, or actually the Last Path itself is the obstacle. The Warden is the title of the lord of that tribe. So it's the storm, the Great Storm, the Ancestral Guardian, which is Teostra, the Last Path, the Living Maze, and the Vision, which is the province of the Deeproot Sage. So you're being asked to assault the Living Maze. And Arinda says, our clans must be able to reach the Earthstone. The Maze Keeper and the Sage have fractured our tribe, and in so doing, they've weakened our power. We must reclaim that which is our ancestral right.
Okay.
All right. And at this point, you guys hear shouts from the scouts outside the perimeter of the temple as the hunters of the Deeproot clan strike again. And we're going to leave off there for tonight. Does anybody have... let's do the end of session move. Okay. Okay, end of session. Has anybody resolved any of their bonds? Completely explored, no longer relevant, or otherwise?
Oh no, I my bond with Ichabod is still there. Is something following him?
I am just that unlucky.
I think with Mog and Ichabod, like Ichabod showed once again, because the Bond is he's like the greatest barbarian I've ever seen, and I think there's a couple of times where that's happened. So yeah, I think that's 1 XP for that.
Okay, nice. So if Ichabod, if you agree, then we can mark that off. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, mark that off.
I mean,
And
he
then...
always seems to find himself in like the thickest of battle, and he was.
Horrible luck.
You want to write a new Bond?
I'm thinking of just keeping that one for the moment.
Okay. Okay. Once the bonds have been updated, look at your alignment or drives. Anybody fulfilled their alignment or drive? Maga already gave you yours. You got the experience point for that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I
I
have
did
helped
not.
something or someone grow. No.
Okay. So remind me, what are your alignments and drives, guys?
Mine is alignment is good and help someone or something grow. I mean, I did help grow the army.
Okay.
Mine's neutral and to defeat a worthy opponent. Eventually, I will find one.
Mine's chaotic issue. Is it issue or eschew? How do you pronounce it?
Eschew is how I pronounce it.
Eschew.
I don't know if that's right.
A convention of the civilized world, which I don't think I've done, but I got the outsider one for the race. Which you?
Oh, I got those mixed up. Sorry. So you can still? You didn't eschew a convention?
No.
Okay. Okay. So Veranza, you get 1 experience point for growing the army. I guess I'd also I would say introducing the other characters to your clan and kind of introducing them to the lore and everything. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
I don't think so.
Not really, because I knew of all of this. The only thing we knew, we knew that it was probably going to go to war. I mean,
All right, fair enough. And did we loot the memorable treasure?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. We didn't really. Did we even loot the corpses?
Yeah, I mean they carry primitive bone weapons. You could get a new shield like about if you wanted to from their corpses.
Yeah, I'll take a soup pot lid.
Yeah, okay. There you go. You got a pot lid shield, so mark that on your gear. Would you consider that a memorable treasure?
Not really. It was a need of a necessity.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. I'm going to give everybody 2 experience points for just battling and doing stuff throughout the session, since we didn't accomplish the 3 criteria. So everybody take 2 XP, and you can level up for next time if you have XP. Does anybody have enough at this point? How far away are you guys?
It's 7 plus your level, right?
Yep, 7 plus your current level.
Well, I'm at 12, so that's 7, but I don't think it's plus my level.
What's your current level?
5.
Okay, yeah, I guess you guys are leveling slowly because I started you guys at a higher level. So actually, yeah, Ichabod, you have exactly enough to level now.
Finally reached 6.
Okay,
right.
So I've got.
It's based on your current level, not your new level. So,
yeah, my current level's 5.
Yeah, so you're reaching 6 now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be leveling up to 6 as well.
Okay, cool.
I got 12 XP, level 5, so
right.
I guess next session I'll have the.
Okay, do you guys want to pick your moves and do that now, or do you want to do that over the week?
I have to relook through all mine.
Okay.
Yeah, and I really need to. I love you, but I am exhausted.
All right. Thanks for playing, guys. Good game.
And I'll see you in possibly 2 weeks. I'll see how I'm feeling after surgery.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope the surgery goes well.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Bye.
All right, we're going to wrap up the stream there. I want to say thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch or subscribe. It's free if you're watching on YouTube. Have a good evening, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Take care, folks.